Welcome in to the Fantasy Football Game Show, brought to you by Front Yard Fantasy. It's in the game. I did the intro today. Nailed it. Way better this time. I know. You guys don't have to say it. I'm fantastic.
It was something. It was definitely something.
Just lost my job.
Lost my job.
I felt it in my spine.
I am JL, joined always by Jeff and Simone down there. And we got our very special guest today, LQ, good friend of the show, CEO extraordinaire, Real Deal Fantasy. My man has been killing it. Just content on content on content. Fire content only. Wolfpack. How many more buzzwords you got, bro?
Keep going. Yeah, you got this.
That's one of them.
Speaking all night. Bring in the gold.
Blockchain synergy.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, LQ?
Doing good, man. Day off from work. I'm able to produce some fire content and join you fellas on to a great show that I can't wait to get on. It's going to be a lot of laughs. Just putting that out there right now.
It's been a minute since I feel like we wanted to have you on the show for since before you and I even connected. Yeah.
Yeah. It was dope connecting with you, man. That was an experience, and that was definitely something where I came out of that conversation and learned some stuff, man.
Damn, man. No one's ever nice to me on the show. This is nice for a change. Everyone's always so mean to me.
It's kind of true. Speaking of will the Tiers bring the tears today, thank you for being on here because we need some help with these wide receiver tiers and the superhero ones, but specifically the wide receiver ones. Or really, we need someone to blame other than just us, you know?
Yes. We want, yeah. We're tired of getting hated on. We need someone else for these people to yell at on Twitter, please.
Yeah.
And anytime Joe disagrees with where we end up with something on the tier list, it's always my fault. It's on Simon. It's on Simon. Simon's got the trash takes. Simon's got the doo-doo takes. I think I hear that 100 times in an episode whenever we do tiers.
Sometimes I just call him at night and I'm like, you got doo-doo takes, bro.
Maybe you're just not that good.
Maybe not.
Jay says a different job.
He says, "What's up, Front Yard fam? Glad to have you in here. What's up, Jacob?
Yes,
Happy Thursday, Sully." And Jacob says,
back.
Jacob wants to know if you're sponsored by Blue Moon. Real deal.
Blue Moon, give me money. Shout out to Blue
Yeah,
he's working on that sponsorship.
Fake it till you make it.
Or tequila, man. One of them. They gotta cut me a check, man.
Are those all room temperature back there, or
No,
are they
empties.
they're cold? Oh, empties. Oh,
Hey, LK, you just hit a special place in my heart when you said tequila. That is literally like the only liquor I drink. I love tequila. You want to have a competition real fast? I'll go downstairs and get some empty bottles if you want some empty bottles. All right, yeah, I got that. I got them all.
I was on Rum Boys After Dark, like like a month ago, and this has just been on my desk ever since. My Costa Rican rum.
I need to taste that.
I used to love my rum and my whiskey, but the last 2 years I've been on such a tequila kick. It's the best, it's just the best.
Yeah, zero hangovers for me at least.
What?
Yeah.
Are you human? What? How? I feel like tequila is the ultimate hangover.
Depends what kind of tequila. If you're drinking
tequila,
clean tequila, then you're gonna be fine. If you're drinking shitty tequila, then then you're gonna hurt.
Zero hangovers over here, man.
Yes.
Last time I drank vodka and whiskey, I was fucking dead for 3 days.
Tequila is not processed it's not made with sugar, it's made with agave, and that sugar can lead to very significant hangovers. So yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
To the health live stream brought to you by Front Yard Fantasy.
Jordan says,
talk about fantasy sometimes.
Well, it's LQ on another show. And you watch
another show.
Shout out Jordan, man.
And he's saying JL is I got hate on for how I said it yesterday. Thanos, he's a necessary evil, Jay. Jacob says you're speaking Josh's language. Show him what's up, Josh. He wants you to do a tequila off. Maybe we'll have to have that. And Jimmy said thirst Thursday. Today it's the proper version. It's not thirsty.
We need Troy if we're gonna invoke that the Thirsty Thursday.
Roto Heats always says tier booze. It can't be worse than when you did fruit.
All F.
We should tier booze.
All F.
Oh man, yeah, maybe we should have done that today.
You got to invite me for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Jacob says break out that $300 bottle. And Jordan says Jail's about to pull off some Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah. I do have a really hella expensive bottle of tequila down there. I don't know where it came from actually.
Wow. Well, I got the tequila on the way. That's on the way.
Oh.
Very nice. Man, I love Mike Tequila.
Josh, whenever we had
I
like
digress.
whenever we have like a guest on, I feel like Josh always takes 2 shots of tequila right before the show.
I actually, yeah, I did that today.
Explodes.
Busted.
It's whenever there's a guest on, I feel like it
Catches you up. Yeah, get you
Yeah,
a
well,
good
saucy,
vibe.
yeah.
very lubricating, you know.
Especially Quiplash. I feel like anytime we play Quiplash, you need the
Yes.
alcohol.
Oh my god. I would not survive a game of Quiplash without alcohol.
Tim's in here with his take on hangovers. He says the only brand of liquor that gets me hungover is Lotso liquor.
Ugh.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, no, lots of liquor. Yeah,
Lots of liquor?
Lots of liquor.
Swing and a miss, Tim. I tried to deliver it for you.
That was a
but it
bad
just-
joke. If you
That was
didn't
real
hit,
bad. That was
you can have it.
real dad joke.
You can have
Jason,
it.
bring it to Ken. And Jordan said, not fantasy, but Victor Oladipo just got traded to the Heat. I don't know if we've got any big NBA fans in here. JL, I don't know if you follow NBA.
Not really.
Hey,
I'm
that's
not-
NBA fantasy. That's fantasy basketball, right?
I'm in a fantasy basketball league. But man,
Relevant.
Josh is destroying our fantasy basketball league.
I'm doing well.
He's destroying it. I'm doing well.
He's
No, you're
destroying it.
destroying
You're
it.
like
Yeah.
10-1.
I don't know what
10-2.
the hell I'm doing,
Me
but I'm
neither.
doing
I
very
just
well.
lost
I think the
LeBron
first year I
James.
played, I think I went like kind of like that. I was like really good, and I didn't know anybody that was playing.
What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to like work the waiver wire or anything.
Nope.
So,
Me neither.
so
Guys,
I
I'm
did
sorry,
I
go
did a
ahead.
fantasy basketball league like 5 years ago, and I won the league. And then I was like, I'm good at fantasy basketball, just like I'm good at fantasy football, right? But
You're good at
I did
everything,
I did a high stakes league the year after that, and I got wrecked. I got destroyed. I had no idea what I was actually doing, and it killed my
Ego?
like, kind of like ego for fantasy
ego.
basketball a little bit. And I haven't done a league since this year, and
Yeah, and
you
not
guys are growing again.
That's so funny. Before we get into tiers, LQ, I know you're always putting out videos. Your YouTube channel, Real Deal Fantasy HQ. Twitter's at Real Deal Fantasy. Anywhere else people can find you?
OnlyFans, Tumblr, MySpace.
Actually, I was about
You
to
gotta-
say, I thought you were about to
Zynga.
drop your OnlyFans.
Nah. But yeah, you
I'll
can
do it,
go on
man.
Instagram and Facebook and Twitter mostly. I'm working on the website now, and you can probably type in www.realdealfantasyhq.com. Working on it. It's in construction, so that should be something special this summer.
Sweet.
Excited for that.
Check them out.
Yes, sir.
Simon, you got our tiers for us today?
I got our tiers for us, guys. Today we are going through last week. LQ, just to get you caught up, we tiered the Dynasty wide receivers 1 through 20 based on the Fantasy Pros consensus rankings. Threw them into tiers. Today we're doing 21 through 40 on that same list. Going to throw them into tiers as well. And then after we knock out those 20, we're going to jump into some superheroes. So we got to move with some haste. Get through this. We'll probably fight on some of the wide receivers, and I imagine on the superheroes as well. You know what? I think JL and I, this actually might be a category for the first time ever where we have some general agreement. Take the movies out of it. Just move it into superheroes. I think we're on the same page.
We'll see. I highly doubt that for some reason. but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Z2 says the HQ is the place to be. What's up, Z2?
What's up?
And Jay says,
Absolutely.
nice Baquan jersey. We got the Giants fan in here. You're biased. You can't judge Giants jersey.
It is a second jersey.
JL ranking superheroes just doesn't feel right.
Honestly, I was thinking about it this morning, and I was like, I kind of like Thanos. I'm okay with the
I
comp.
understand his vision.
Yeah, like he's kind of badass. Like I know he's the bad guy, but it's kind of like Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther. Like, yeah, he's the
exactly.
bad guy, but like, you
And
get
the
it.
Joker, too. I understand his chaos a little bit.
Yes.
So I'm cool. I'm
Oh
cool with
my
the
God.
Thanos comp. I'll Photoshop just my face onto Thanos' head soon for y'all.
You guys know what's up, all right? I have a lot more respect for both of you guys from this small conversation we just had.
I respect Harley Quinn. That's who I respect as a
You
villain.
get out of here. Get
I'm
out.
just kidding.
She's toxic as hell. She's so toxic. I can't deal with her. Oh, my God.
Okay, guys, we have our top 20 right here. LT, you can take a minute to familiarize yourself with what we got going on in this list. These are the guys we ranked last week. Tier 1 was kind of big, but we had trouble differentiating where that end of tier 1 was and where the beginning of tier 2 was.
LQ,
gets-
if you didn't, if without like, no, how old do you think Calvin Ridley is in that picture? Like, if you didn't know,
Let me
who he was,
Just
Let
in
me
the
zoom in on
picture.
it for you.
Oh, my God. Sheesh, I don't even know.
At least 30, right?
I feel like he looks so young. Like whenever I see pictures of him, and then that picture, he just looks like 20 years older than he is.
Looks like he has 3 kids. All back to back.
Oh,
He does not look like an
9 months
NFL
apart.
player. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and that picture's everywhere. I don't know who he pissed off. They were like, "This is the picture we're gonna put in all the media."
Is he even wearing like a
like,
jersey? You know, like,
No.
He is. Nah, maybe. No, what's he got on? I can't
Yeah.
tell.
like a
I think
hoodie.
it is.
Like,
It might be.
that's funny.
Yeah, that picture, man, they did him dirty with that one. Made him look like a 37-year-old smoker or something. But okay, guys, we got the next 20 up down here. There's some names that people brought up last week that we didn't get to talk about this week. Brandon Ayuk, Tyler Boyd, Visco, Robert Woods, and then some other names in there that probably I think we probably shouldn't even be talking about today in the top 40. But that's okay. We'll get to that. Since this isn't starting at the top of the list, there's not the clear, obvious choices to jump into tier 1. Usually that's how we start. So I say we just start at the beginning of this list and work our way through. It's in pseudo alphabetical order. It's based on how I named the images. Some of them are named by their first name. Some of them are named by their last name.
let it happen.
Some of them are named by nicknames. So you see, we got Hollywood in there right at the H, but we got Ayuk at the front and then Visca down there near the end. I just called it willy-nilly with the names in there in alphabetical order.
Gotcha.
So let's start with Brandon Ayuk. Where we ended last week, tier 4. Because I'm imagining like we're probably not going to get too many higher than tier 4 today. We might, but I'll start with tier 4. We got Kenny G, Mike Evans, and Amari Cooper, and then we got Deontay Johnson in tier 5. And we're starting with Brandon Ayuk. LQ, I'll go to you first. Do you think he belongs in one of these already populated tiers, or is he starting out a new tier for us down there in tier 6?
Man, I feel like this will be hard to put him in the tier 5 next to Deontay Johnson when it comes to volume. Like Deontay Johnson was putting up like 12 targets a game at one point, and it was like a nice streak where he was getting that high volume to where it was like, man, he's getting enough targets for when, you know, AB was playing, which is weird to say, even with the Juju and the Claypool there. He just has the issues of dropping the ball. So that's honestly why I don't see him there in the tier 4 or even close to tier 3. But Brandon Ayuk next to Deontay Johnson on the same tier, I cannot agree with.
So you would say tier 5. That's where you're landing?
Mm-hmm.
John Luke, what about you? Where would you put Brandon Ayuk?
Or you said you wouldn't put him next to Deontay Johnson, though.
Oh,
right?
tier
No,
6.
no,
Sorry.
no.
I meant tier 6. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. We're good.
My mouth betrayed me. John Luke.
Always. So I think I feel like he might be in the back of tier 5, but I could see 6
Almost
too.
6.
I really do agree with LQ here. I feel like
He's like back at tier 5. You mean kind of like tier 6?
yeah, or almost like the one underneath 5. Yeah. I think 6 is right. I think that's a natural place for him. I'm taking Ayuk way before Deontay Johnson, so
Only because he can't.
yeah. And I guess they both are in crowded fields. But with Juju going back there,
I'm stuck on volume, man. I love seeing him get like 12 targets a game. That just makes me happy and hopeful for the next week. You know what I mean? Even though he's only catching 5 of them because he's an asshole and he can't catch. But that's a whole nother discussion.
So
for me,
where did you land, JL? 6. Josh?
So for me, I completely understand what you guys are saying. If Deontay Johnson or if Juju Smith-Schuster didn't just sign with the Steelers, I know it's only a 1-year contract. This is a dynasty tiers we're doing. I would feel a lot more comfortable with Deontay Johnson. But I think that I'm fine with putting Brandon Ayuk in 6. I do think Deontay Johnson's above him, very slight in my opinion. But I'm fine. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's put Brandon Ayuk in 6. I'm not a huge Brandon Ayuk fan actually. And we're probably gonna get to him. I like Debo more than Brandon.
Yeah, I like Debo. I like Debo from what I saw. So
that's just me.
We'll get back to him.
Z2 wants to know is Dan is bird person in this tier. No, Dan is Phoenix
tier
person
1.
is in the villains tier.
Tier 2.
So
villains tier. That's a great idea.
Yeah, we should do a villains one sometime soon. Yeah, I completely agree with what you guys said. He belonged somewhere in between 5 and 6 for me, but that uncertainty and what that's going to look like next year with a healthy George Kittle all season, Debo coming back, I just don't know what his volume is going to look like. What'd you say?
Who's the quarterback?
Yeah, and who the hell's the quarterback? Who's throwing the
It
ball?
may not be Jimmy G. That's all I'm gonna say.
Brandon Ayuk, a lot of his really good games came when Debo wasn't in there and Kittle wasn't in there. So like when all three of them are there,
one game,
I wouldn't be expecting Ayuk to be even a fantasy, like a good fantasy flex play, maybe, but I don't know.
Everything has to be hitting on all cylinders, meaning everybody has to be healthy, and Jimmy G is not the quarterback. So I really don't see that happening, you know, week to week with Ayuk.
Jay is still upset about the Mike Evans and Amari Cooper disrespect. Me too.
I think they are in the right spot.
Nah, I think they belong to tier above. I
kind of squinted my face at Mike Evans, but Dynasty, he's still the old face young guy.
That's what I'm saying. He gets so much disrespect. Mike Evans is at least tier 3. You guys are crazy for making me put him in tier 4.
I'm fine with making him tier 3, but we have to move some of these other players up in tier 3, I think.
All right, let's just go.
Yeah, Anthony says Ayuk is legit tier 5 for sure. And Z2 says, so Ayuk or Shenault? I guess that's a good segue for us. Why don't we go ahead and look at Visca next? Josh, we'll come to you first this time. Where are you putting Visca?
Right next to Ayuk. Right next to Ayuk. I think he belongs in tier 6. That's me personally. You don't have to put him there yet, but I think
we'll start with him there, and then I'll adjust them as you guys say otherwise or not. John Luke, what about you? Where are you putting Laviska Shenault?
Wait, Ayuk is tier 5 or tier 6?
Tier 6.
Oh, I thought they were switched. All right, so yeah, I would probably put him at the back of tier 6.
Back of tier 6?
Not tier 7. All right. The back of tier 6. That's what I said. He's in the trunk.
Yeah. But can you explain why? Because I'm obviously putting him in tier 6 as well, because I have my reasons why. And this hype train that's like slowly but surely building out of control once we get closer to draft day. It's his ADP is like, I'll let you give me your reason.
Yeah, I sort of have like a scale system. The way I think about a lot of this is like, if I see a player who I really believe in his talent, which I do with Visca, then, you know, I want to see at least like, I want to see some solid evidence that they can like perform with, you know, depending on like the circumstance. I don't know that I saw enough in the past year to make me like certain that he's gonna take that next step this year. I know like we're sort of extrapolating like, okay, Trevor Lawrence is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, A plus B equals amazing Visca. But we just, you know, there's a lot to get to that point, right? We don't know what the report is going to be like. We don't know what the distribution is going to be like, you know, with that, with a new coaching staff, with the new quarterback. And so that's my hesitation, is just the unknown, a little bit of it. But I think he can, between now and like next year, you know, I think that the possibilities or range of outcomes is going to be that he's going to take that jump up.
Yeah, so
on ahead.
You guys are all going tier 6. I think I agree with you guys. There's the uncertainty is different than Ayuk's uncertainty, right? Like it's not necessarily, we know who his quarterback's going to be for the most part, even though he's not on the freaking team.
And he did well with bad quarterbacks.
It's going to be Trevor Lawrence. He performed well with a bad quarterback, but I still believe in Chark. We don't know who Lawrence is going to have that connection with. Marvin Jones is no scrub, dude. Like Marvin Jones has found success, consistently underrated. There's no guarantee Visca is going to lead that team in targets anytime
Carlos
soon.
Hyde.
So. Carlos Hyde.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! But we're putting like Visca there. We're acting like he just had it like a T. Higgins, you know, season.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
nowhere near that, and I'm not understanding this hype train, and I don't want to like publicly, even though I'm doing it now, like, bash him because I don't understand the ADP. I don't understand the hype train where it's coming from. We haven't seen Lawrence suit up. He might end up being a dud, a Brady Quinn. We don't fucking know. Like we just don't know. We don't have these tools, and we can't see the future. But it's like, I'm not going to jump on that hype train just based off of, you know, something that was created out of
narrative.
nothing.
Yeah, it's narrative. Exactly. And let's hope that the talent is really.
I will say, Laviska, his talent-wise, I do think it is. He's got a ton of talent. But even in college, going back to talent, going back to college, he had injury-riddled seasons throughout college. The whole entire time he was in college, he was hurt. You know, I'm worried about that too. You know, he's a hell of an athlete.
It's there. Like the evidence is there. Like if he ends up, you know, being a great wide receiver, if he ends up being like, you know, the T. Higgins of last year, great. Applaud.
Yes.
He was put in the right position. Urban Meyer put his best players in the best position to make big plays. He has home run ability. We just haven't saw it yet. To be sitting here hyping it up.
Yeah.
So,
And I think Deontay Johnson will have a much. I'd rather have Deontay Johnson at this point. I really would.
100%.
Just proves so much more.
Completely agree. Looks like we're in consensus. Visca belongs in tier 6 down here. That take got you uninvited from Jay's show next week. LQ.
Come on, Jay. I'll bring the beer, bro.
He
bring the beers.
He unfriends me on a daily basis for my takes.
God.
By the way, if you are enjoying this, we are here every weekday at 3 p.m. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube. We're on Twitch. We play games. If you haven't already seen us before, we do tiers. We argue. We just have a good time. So
yeah, Erica, bring it back.
Erica, bring it back.
Bring it back. Come on.
Bring it back. Give it back.
We're making Erica bring it back t-shirts. So be on the lookout for one of those. We'll get you one for free since you came up with a term.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
Seriously, someone better get him one.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to pick up the pace on some of these guys a little bit. The easy ones that we all agree on, we can just throw in there. But let's start at the top of the list now. We got Tyler Boyd sitting right here. I'm gonna start on this one. I think his upside's not as high as Deontay Johnson, but I think I trust him quite a bit more than Deontay Johnson, how he's going to produce. So I put him in the same tier as DJ. He's a tier 5 dynasty wide receiver for me. You know what you're going to get at this point. I think he's going to keep on producing solid numbers. He's probably the wide receiver 2 behind Higgins on that team. But with Joe Burrow there, what we saw, I trust his volume enough and what he's done enough to put him up there in tier 5. There's just more known about him than there is about Ayuk and Visca down there in tier 6.
Yeah, I feel like T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd can coexist. And
Yep.
they both can produce every week. So definitely I agree with him on his tier 5.
Josh, John, Luke, you guys got any one more tier 5 and he's set there. Otherwise, we got to fight to the death about him.
Yeah. I probably would lump him in with Ayuk and Chenault myself.
Okay.
But I'm fine putting him in tier 5 because I do think he is probably slightly ahead of them.
Hey, Josh, I know I reminded you of this last week a bunch, but this isn't the
I know.
what is Josh fine with?
I told
It's
you
the
where
should he go. Don't
I
tell
would
me
put
what
him
you're fine with.
tier 6,
Miss you
but I
so.
would be actually fine putting him in tier 5. Really,
Tier 6,
compared to
final
most
answer.
other ones.
John Luke, where are you putting him?
My head tells me tier 5. My heart tells me tier 6. He's really consistent, which makes me think that he belongs in tier 5.
Put him in tier 5.
All right, I guess tier 5.
Boyd in tier 5.
Probably
Schmidt
not. I probably would just draft Ayuk over him
Higgins
just
is
for the
up there.
excitement of it. But
Yeah.
Schmidt wants to know where's Higgins on this list. Tier 3. I tried to put him in tier 2. But
No.
I got
No,
outvoted there
I
a little
can't.
bit. But I think he belongs up there. There were a couple guys last week. We had another Julian in here saying CD the GOAT. His 68 and counting trading cards will go for 88K in 12 years. CD was one of those players where I kind of wanted him in tier 1. Like if if Jefferson's up there, I think CD belongs up there. But
it was a whole conversation.
Yeah, it was tough.
Week. Like it was tough putting that rookie. It was
with
just
T because they had they've had pretty much identical years stat wise and
Hey, what about Chase Claypool? We're about to talk about who had a better year, just as good of a year as both of them. I wonder where we're gonna put him.
That's arguable, dude. He had some big games.
Look at his stats. Just look at the ending stats.
Year-end stats. That's not the whole story.
That's what I'm saying. Look at his game by game.
So the stats aren't the whole story, regardless. So if you're going to use that as an argument,
Touchdown dependent, all this other shit.
But he does run. He does rush sometimes.
Woohoo!
Tier 1.
Robert Woods.
He was talking about Rashad.
He hasn't been up here yet. I mean, Robert Woods should be up there around tier 5, but I'm sure we'll get to
I think
him.
I see him down there. All right, who's next?
You guys, we started talking about Claypool. We can go ahead and throw him up there. What do you guys think? LQ, we'll go to you first. Where do you think Claypool belongs?
Unfortunately, I'm okay with him at 5. I know you don't want to hear what I'm okay with, but I can put him at 5. I can put him at 5.
Where do you believe?
Yeah, what
you think 6? Huh? You think 6?
Because I'll take Claypool over Ayuk. I'll take Claypool over, Visca. And it's like when you look at it in that aspect, it has to be, volume. And he could possibly be, the first or second option in that offense with Big Ben coming back. And I really feel like, what? Why not? Claypool's going to get the touchdowns.
Josh, where are you putting them? So we got LQ at 5. What about you?
Again, I already said this earlier, but I would have liked Juju to leave this team. Both as a Ravens fan, and just like it would open up the targets for Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool a lot more. Yeah, I would put him in tier 5 myself.
Tier 5. John Luke, are you in agreement with these two, or would you change it up?
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement. I think he belongs right there with Ayuk Ayuk's in the tier below. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I kind of want Ayuk in tier 5. But yeah, I think he belongs there, Tyler Boyd and Deontay Johnson.
I think I would personally put him down there with Visca and Ayuk, but he's would probably be in the front of that tier. So I've got no problem with this. You guys all voted tier 5.
Was in the teens in standard leagues, like scoring. I'm pretty sure late teens. A top 20 receiver in standard leagues.
Yeah, but on a week-to-week basis, he didn't help you out unless it was one of his monster games.
There was a time where he will either kill you or he
had one 40-point game.
Save you.
I haven't looked at it recently, but he had one 40-point game and no 30-point games. So I don't know.
I think he scored like 3 touchdowns that game or 2 or whatever.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, it was like 3. I think.
So we're living off of touchdowns here. Like he doesn't have to buy him when it comes to week with
Listen,
targets.
I'm putting him in tier 5. You know,
his value jumped up way like a ton from this past season too, because I don't think last season that people were putting them anywhere close to these guys.
I had the chance to get Claypool, but I took Johnson instead. And I kind of was like kicking myself seeing that Claypool was finding the end zone more. But then at the end result of it, I'm going to take volume.
I would rather have Deontay Johnson.
I agree with you there. Okay, we got DJ Chark up next. Josh, I know you are a Chark fan, so I'm going to come to you right away. Where are you throwing Chark?
I am a Chark fan.
You putting him a tier above Visca? You put him in the same tier? You putting him a tier below? I mean, that's the direct comparison right here, right?
Baby Chark.
Here's the thing. I like Chark more than I like Visca. I think he has proven throughout his entire career that he's a little bit more. They're different receivers, though. You know, I would put him a tier above. I would put him in tier 5 myself.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
Right.
With that wow reaction, you get to go next. Where are you putting him?
I'm gonna put him at 6 with Visca because there's a lot of question marks. I feel like he was able to produce with the multiple quarterbacks he was able to do, but I was very underwhelmed this last season for the simple fact it was just kind of like my combination of going into it was going to be the DJ show. I had DJ Moore and DJ Chark. They were supposed to.
Me too, man.
Yeah, they were supposed to blow up for me.
Man, that is a depressing show.
They were my guys last year. Going into last year, they were my guys. I wanted them everywhere.
I had DJ Moore, I think, on every single team ever. Like every team last year, I had DJ Moore on.
But what's keeping me from 5? It's that I have that question of is he going to be able to outproduce Visca? Because we have that same question.
I agree with that.
Okay. So I put them on the same tier because they both have that question mark of what's going to happen. Because again, we have Marvin Jones there. He's not there to sleep. He's not there to be the old veteran, for guidance and be locker room, talk and guidance or whatever the case may be. He's there to play. He can still ball out. So that's why I will have to put him on the same level as Visca.
Jay says Marvin Jones will hurt Chark more than Visca in his opinion.
I agree with that.
And so he's got some really in-depth analysis for us. He says Chark is
Come on, bro.
we haven't considered that. Jay, I'll speak on that a bit if you want.
No, please.
Yeah. So I looked it up. Just wanted to see a little bit more about that. That was what came up. John Luke, where are you putting DJ Chark? Are you in agreement with? Are you in agreement with these guys? Well, Josh said tier 5. LQ said tier 6.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards Josh's opinion here.
Oh,
but you guys are making good points, and I feel like I didn't think about it that like the same arguments I guess apply to DJ Chark. The difference is like we have seen a decent body of work from him.
Yes,
and like like his team last year is so bad, and I feel like I don't know that we can necessarily say that that Trevor Lawrence coming in won't like solve a lot of those issues. And I know I made the opposite point for Laviska, but the difference there was that I
was trying to talk him down.
Yeah, the difference is I was trying to have a different opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the difference is the what we've seen, right? Like we've seen DJ Chark be really good, and so
don't fun fact.
That is true. We haven't seen Visca, go off. It's not like I said he didn't have a T Higgins year, so
right.
I'll give it to you.
But they're close. Like honestly, I think
really
like
they are.
Depending on how
I wouldn't
season
trade.
plays out.
The two DJ Chark trade value, and like that's how I'm trying to put these tiers in my mind is like the trade value. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people out there would trade DJ Chark for Laviska Shenault. That's fine if you want to do that. I wouldn't. I couldn't do that. Love the shot.
Toby says Tully almost triggered the fun fact again.
Yeah,
we can't do it twice in 1 week. We can't keep this can't be like a diarrhea stream. That's not what we're about. We can only talk about it once a week.
It becomes not fun. It's just a fact.
I know. Then it's just a fact if you say it too much. So JL, did you land on tier 5?
I landed on tier 5.
Well, this is awkward because I'm landing on tier 6. So we got a 2-2 split. Like that unknown is making it a little bit more tier 6 for me than tier 5.
If you put DJ Chark's face at the beginning of tier 6, I'll allow it.
You'll allow it? Okay.
I'll switch my opinion.
There you go.
That's fine.
That's the kind of compromise we're looking for. Next up, we got Brandon Ayuk's teammate. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We got Deebo Samuel. LQ, where are you going with Deebo? Above Ayuk? Same tier as Ayuk? I feel like it just works to compare these teammates.
This sucks, man, because we'll end up having the same arguments, and then, damn, I don't want to put him above Ayuk, but I do because of what I saw. He is a big play. He's a guy looking for contact when he has to open space, and I always look back when I was watching like highlights when he faced us and we lost that game against the Rams in Week 12. When he was in open space, he was looking for contact from linebackers, which is like, are you crazy? You know what I mean? He can have that home run ability. He's strong, he's fast, and then he just gets in open space. So, God damn it. It's like you can do the same thing, but I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 5 for Deebo because I'm buying.
This is so funny. I knew you were gonna freaking do that. Because I'm the opposite. I'm going the opposite of what we just did. I'm going 6. I think that Ayuk and Deebo are closer than Chark and Laviska in my mind, but I prefer Deebo. I really do. I just think that a trade going down between those two makes more sense in my mind, where they have more even value, just in my mind. And everyone has their own opinion.
I think the injury thing is what does it for me. Is brings them a little closer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the uncertainty around Deebo.
Yeah, that closes the gap.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
the quarterback situation we all know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, JL, I completely agree with you. If it wasn't for the injuries, I'd have him up there in tier 5, but it's just enough to throw that uncertainty on there. That's kind of how I'm viewing tier 6 is like receivers I like, but I'm real uncertain about something.
Yeah.
We'd be tier 6 for me. So LQ, you said 5. Did everyone else say 6?
6.
Yeah.
You've been outvoted. He's tier 6.
It's we get it.
It looks ugly.
We got Will Fuller up there now.
Man, this is pretty even tier distribution.
Yeah, I feel like for running backs, it was like, okay, we got 1, and then or quarterbacks 2. Like we did some teams like that. Will Fuller, John Luke. What do you think about Will Fuller? Where does he belong on this list?
Oh,
It's a
man.
tough one.
It's
on
the
funny.
This is tough.
It gets tougher the later we go into these tiers because these wide receivers start being pretty similar, I would say.
Well, then that would make sense that they'd all belong in one tier, right?
Yeah. I think he's tier 5 for me. Obviously, like the concerns with the PEDs and everything, like that is uncertainty, but I don't think it's likely that that's going to be like the reason for his game to fall off. And I like his landing spot this year, so I think tier 5 is where he belongs.
I'm gonna really disagree with you here, and I think we've got our first tier 7 wide receiver.
Yes.
That's what I think, and I like Will Fuller, but we've seen like
LQ agrees.
We've seen like one decent season in which he got suspended for PEDs. He's going to a new team with a young quarterback who really hasn't proved anything.
He had good seasons before this past
season. He had good games.
Kind of true.
He had good games before this. He had a good season finally. And he's going to a team with a quarterback that I don't necessarily trust yet with Tua. Devontae Parker's already there. Preston Williams is already there. Like, I'm not sure I trust what he's going to do down there, especially with not Deshaun Watson throwing him the ball. Know what I mean? He's tier 7. Every single wide receiver on the board I would draft above him in a Dynasty startup league. Every single one of them. So he's tier 7 for me.
Exactly. That's why I agree with you. If this is a startup and it's Dynasty, I will not bet my chips on Will Fuller helping me in year 2 or even in year 1, honestly, with the landing spot with Tua there. And Tua is bad at fantasy. Let's just say that. I don't think he helps any wide receiver out there. I really don't feel like he's going to be the guy to be throwing the ball downfield. He had 33 attempts, and they were trash, basically, what we saw last season from Tua. I posted that later and got killed for it in my DMs by Troy and along with a whole bunch of other Dolphin fans. But it's true. You know what I mean? I don't feel like Tua's going to be the guy to be launching at least 3 to 4 or 5 times down the field for Fuller where he becomes most effective. So, no, tier 7, full send it.
We got two tier 7s. Anthony agrees with us. Fuller's tier 7 after Debo and after Ayuk. Diggs was downgraded for lack of consistency. Fuller should be 2. Simon on point. That was before LQ jumped in there, but and Jay said preview for tonight, LQ. And then Z2 says JL, I'll back you. Okay, Josh. So we got 2 tier 7s, a tier 5. Where are you landing with this one?
In terms of talent, my gut reaction put him in tier 6. But in terms of talent, he falls in tier 5, maybe. But he can't stay healthy. I hate I don't love his situation with Tua. You're right. I don't hate it at all. I don't hate it.
Not the only one that believes Tua is going to be better this year.
No. I think he will. I think he will be better.
You're not the only one.
But better doesn't mean
there
anything.
are other idiots out there too.
Like he could be better and still be bad at fantasy.
Don't worry, you're not alone.
That's what people don't understand. Tua could be better in real life at that little bar, whatever that may be. But
man, you are gonna say little bar?
That all right?
Come
on, bar, whatever.
Let's go tier 7 for Will.
But he's gonna be bad at fantasy, and that doesn't help my Will Fuller shares. Like it doesn't help it at all.
That's fair.
Josh, did you agree with tier 7? Is that what I just heard you sneak in there?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, tier 7. I'm fine. I like it.
And yes, Jay, that is a preview for tonight for Troy.
Julian says, "Who wears a Falcons tee and or a Giants jersey on a pod? LaQuan and Josh dressed appropriately. Everyone else, dude, this is my comfy shirt. I'm not even a Falcons fan. I guess they're like my secondary team because I'm from Atlanta. But
nice.
But I'm a Browns fan. I just have a bunch of Atlanta sports gear.
God, you should have kept that.
Julian, first of all, I always I wear a polo a lot or a button down. I know I'm not blind.
So you didn't play golf this morning, Josh? Usually you play golf.
No, not today.
No Top Golf for you this morning? No breakfast at Top Golf?
Not today. Bottom golf only.
Oh, good.
Bottom golf
only.
Yo,
that's disgusting. Okay, guys, you ready for our next player? We've got Michael Gallup up next. This one's a bit tough for me. LQ, we're going to come to you first. Where are you throwing Michael Gallup? Or we can skip you if you want. We can make Josh go first. Here's the thing.
I loved, and I say loved in past tense, Gallup. But goddamn, he let me down last season.
Right? I had him everywhere.
He let me down last season like bad. And I kind of want to like chalk it up to Dak being injured, after week 4 or whatever. And like, damn, he made me a believer that he is the true wide receiver 1 over Amari Cooper. And that's what we saw stat wise, fantasy wise, etc. But now you add CeeDee Lamb to that mixture. And then now you can't really believe in Gallup.
He wasn't even that good with that, which is the scary part.
Yeah, because CeeDee Lamb was there just getting open. Constant mismatch. CeeDee Lamb in the slot. Yep. So it's like, how do you ignore that? The guy's open, so passing the ball, right? So Gallup here, man, in a startup in Dynasty right now, I believe we will not be saying his name in the next 2 years. Honestly, he won't. He won't be any.
Z2 saying tier
8.
You're gonna put him at 7 with Fuller. We got some hate in the chat. Z2 saying 8. Anthony saying 8. Kelly saying, "Give me that bottom golf shirt."
Yo, LQ. For everything you said, that's why I'm putting him in tier 8. I'm looking at some of the other people we're about to put in here.
Have a full season with that.
I love Gallup. I love Gallup's talent, but dude, I'm taking him under every single person on this list that we have coming up. I think
I'm taking Gallup over OBJ.
Whoo, mic drop.
Yeah, you always say OBJ.
Hold on, I got another one. I'm taking Gallup over Hollywood Brown.
Okay, I agree with that one.
I wouldn't.
Right, doggy.
I wouldn't.
LQ, you'll join me on that fight because we got some Hollywood Brown lovers on here, and I always get ganged up on.
I'm not even a Hollywood Brown.
Please just at me. Next time you get ganged up, send the bat signal. I'm there.
Bat signal.
Okay, guys. So you would put him in 7. Josh would put him in 8. John Luke, where would you put him?
This hurts me.
It's a startup, man. That's the only thing that's killing me right now.
Yeah.
It's the longevity and the trust.
I wish I had traded him before the show. I put him in 7.
You said 8.
7.
7. I would put him in 7 as well. I still believe in the talent, and that's what 7's got going for it. So.
I do actually, which is weird.
He's good. He's a good player.
With 3 for 7. No, 1 for 8, but he ends up in tier 7. Guys, we're going to have to make a part 3 for this. 40 wide receivers is a lot to get through. So we're going to move on from wide receivers. We'll have to finish this up next week. LQ, thank you for your contributions, helping us make this list. We are moving on to our next tier list, which is superheroes. Guys, we've got some Marvel superheroes in here and some DC superheroes. I started throwing other ones in there like Bolt and Mrs. Incredible and all this other shit. And then I was like, that's too many. So I took them out. So I just got your hopes up for nothing. Sorry if you're a big time Bolt fan, but we're not doing that one anymore. Let me get that other tier list pulled up real quick.
Big Bolt.
It will be interesting to see. Brady just said this. If the wide receiver 3 on the Cowboys gets more targets than the wide receiver 1 on the Ravens,
Ouch.
Dude,
I doubt it will happen. It is doable though.
With Dak last year, whenever I ran through my projections, like I checked my Cowboys ones like 4 times because I was like, this seems wrong. I had Gallup, CD, and Cooper all over 900 receiving yards, with like Cooper and CD both above 1,000. Gallup at around like 910, and it just felt wrong. But I think it's in the realm of possibilities for those 3 players. If that offense is going and the defense is just as bad next year, you could have 3 wide receivers over 900 receiving yards.
Kind of like Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and Brandon Cooks almost.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah. Yep. Just like that.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, here is our, I think there's 26 superheroes in here. Marvel, DC mixed together. This was inspired. JL said he was watching Justice League and he was like, man, some of these DC superheroes are lame. And so we decided to throw them together. So we're going in there as well.
I think Justice League would have been a lot better if it was a Marvel movie. I just want to say that. I just kept watching it going, man, this would be good if I was watching a Marvel movie right now, this would be way better.
Jay said WTF Green Arrow, no Wolverine. Wolverine's in there, you dingbat. At least
Yeah,
you should.
right there.
Look at him right there.
Wow.
Second from the
See
end.
that hairy chest
By
right down there?
alphabetical order, you dumbo.
Australian everyman.
He was spelling Wolverine with a different letter, not with a W, with a silent F at the beginning for Wolverine.
Like how can you miss Hugh Jackman's
Right?
sexy Wolverine body there?
Tim says this is gonna be rough.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Everyone, I just want you guys to know Tim has told me he's already determined how he's going to make it in life. And it's as soon as they do like a movie with a young Wolverine, he is convinced he's going to be cast
That makes sense.
as young Wolverine in a movie. It makes sense, kind of. I could see it. So
8-year-old with a full chest push.
Jay admitting he was wrong. G2 saying, Jay, you got caught. Jfuse 2, you are about to be a little bit mad at me, saying Batman is S. Then Jay was saying I was looking for yellow and blue. He said,
Yellow and blue. You gotta look for the white tee.
I tried to do a Batman voice, but it made me cough. Sorry.
Do you see Julian called you the settler, Simon? The settler.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am.
I imagine it's you. You're the one that settles.
I'm the only one that settles. That we're not talking about my girlfriend, just to be clear. We are talking about my job. I did not settle. If anyone settled in this
it's very
relationship,
clear she settled.
I'm going to clip that.
Yeah.
send it to
We
her.
can make some
Leanne, come
edits,
back.
you know?
Hashtag Leanne, come back.
Josh, we got some way worse edits we can make from you. I forget what the one yesterday
I want to
was.
see them. Please make the edit. This will be fun.
Okay, guys. I say we can start. LQ, you got anyone that you think belongs in S tier for sure? This is how we like to start
Favorite.
these out. So, like, your favorite, who belongs in S tier?
Favorite Brady. Brady.
Brady.
Brady says, what's the context of this? Strongest or favorite? Neither. It's just whatever you think. Like, this is just superheroes.
Yeah.
If you want to go based off power, if you want to go based off coolness, if you want to go based off what you like, there's no wrong ways to look at this right here.
A little bit
All
of
right,
all that.
so I
The
hate
best one.
I hate this, but Batman is S.
No.
Yeah. Because,
No.
listen, he has the ability and the knowledge to kill everybody on this list.
No.
Yes.
Man.
He has
Getting wrecked in the new
Wow.
Justice
He has
This
the
is going
money.
to take a while. I can already tell.
He can kill everybody on this list. If I'm wrong, then tell me why I'm wrong. Because he had the ability to kill everybody in the Justice League. He said
I
he
don't know.
said that.
In the new Justice League movie, which
I haven't
is
seen that.
kind of
Ben
the
Affleck sucks as an
extent of my
actor.
knowledge. Yeah, Ben Affleck gets just manhandled by Superman, and I don't think Superman's S tier, despite what I think a lot of people would think that, but
No,
just gets
Superman-
absolutely destroyed. Amy Adams, Lois Lane has to come save him. He's a trash superhero. Come on. He just got the
Booty
money.
said, explain to me how he kills the Hulk. He wants a detailed explanation of how he kills the Hulk.
Listen, it's easy how to kill Hulk. In normal human form, cut his head off. Done deal. Done
Bingo
deal.
bango. They've been doing it for centuries.
You just have to be
It's
really
that
nice.
simple. It's that
really
simple.
nice to
Really
him,
nice to him.
and then whip out a scimitar or something.
Mark Ruffalo is very trusting.
Yeah, that was
after we do get done Batman here, I think maybe we should just start like, whoever goes up, name their S class, and so
There you
throw out
go.
an S class character,
Batman for me is S because he has the
Yeah.
ability to kill
So-
every single person on this list.
Batman would be C for me just because I
God,
blame, but the Dark Knight movies will elevate him up 1, maybe 2 tiers for me up to A. This is what I was saying is like alone, like there's a million different criteria here. This isn't a movies list, but the movies are the movies are helping
I read
Batman
the
for me.
comics. I read the comics, still read the comics. That's why I believe Batman can kill everybody on this list.
The booties is
Without
based
me
off
reading
of
the comments, then all right.
listen, I love that you read the comics. I've never been a big comic guy. I always wish I was. But my favorite superhero movies of all time are the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
I love those movies.
Joker
They're
made
the
it,
best.
honestly.
But Joker made it. Yeah.
I love Batman Begins. Batman Begins is great too.
Raj Al Ghul.
And the third is pretty
Mid-tier.
solid.
It was mid tier for me.
Oh, we got people with strong. I'm not going to be able to keep up with all these comments. I'm trying. Well,
I'm going
we've
S
already
for
started
Batman.
there. You're going S for Batman. LQ went S for Batman. I'm going A for Batman. The movies are.
You said C.
I said, but the movies move them up. You ding-a-ling.
Yeah, all right.
Listen to my words.
Listen, I'll settle for A.
You guys are getting me.
I'll
worked
settle
up.
for A as well.
I'll settle for A.
John Luke.
He feels like an A.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
C.
Well,
What are you saying?
C.
Batman A.
See?
LQ, you got anyone else you think belongs in S?
Man. Now that I know the criteria, to be honest.
There is no criteria.
The booty said, "Is this cool power or just power?" Yep. Yeah. All of the criteria.
Yes.
There is
Yes.
no overwhelming criteria. We don't have a rubric. It's like
Wolverine has to be S then, because nobody else can play him. I can't see anybody be Hugh Jackman, so he has to be S. He's almost untouchable to recast.
Ooh.
oh man, you're gonna
I didn't
hate
think
me.
about it
I
that
was
way.
gonna put Wolverine in F because his power freaks me out. I hate the knife. The knife's coming out of his skin. I hate it. It's disgusting, man. It's so gross.
Wolverine is
It hurts his
an
little
A-class
knuckles every
character
time.
for me.
Oh, like it freaks me out.
Yeah.
A for me. A class.
We got an
class.
S, an A, an F, and jail. Where are you going with Wolverine?
He's a B.
So I think that mine's
Do
the
we
outlier.
average these?
Mine's the outlier.
These
We can
tiers
throw
are
it
not gonna
away.
mean anything.
We'll put them
A.
in A. Yeah, Wolverine's
It
A.
has to be A.
Watch the whole squad's gonna be A. Everything. We're just gonna end up.
Every single
Yes.
every single superhero.
Where's
Ghost
Ghost
Rider?
Rider?
Ghost
My
Rider
A.
is not on here. I'm so sorry. I did not put him on there. I had to narrow this to 20 something superheroes, and he didn't make the cut.
So I'm gonna throw out an S class character for me. 100% Spider-Man.
Oh, y'all are weird, man. I got weird
I don't know
friends.
why that's
Spider-Man's
weird.
B for me.
Spider-Man's
Tobey
B.
Maguire.
I grew up on Spider-Man. Spider-Man
Spider-Man
is
games.
How
my
many
life.
times are we going to see Ben Parker die?
I know, and
Like, come on.
and they're always like different
The
ages. and
multiverse
different-
movies that
Yeah.
they're doing are amazing. Have you seen that cartoon?
I didn't like it.
It's
Oh
awesome.
yes, yeah, I
It's
did like
awesome.
that. That was awesome.
That's why
I've tried
Miles
watching it.
Love
Into the,
it.
into the-
Oh, yeah. I seen it.
yeah, that was
Loved it.
dope. That was really dope.
Personally, I don't know.
Damn.
Well,
All right.
goddamn, Spider-Man's a B for me, man.
He's a B for me as
Fair
well.
enough.
B. Send it.
John
I might
Luke,
put him in A.
So we got 2 B's,
Based
an A,
on
and an
research.
S.
Yeah,
I guess we'll throw him in
another A.
Another A.
Another A. Oh my god.
I'll give one of mine that's S tier. Deadpool is S tier to me.
S.
Yes.
Tim
Yes.
made the
Ryan
comment.
Reynolds.
Yep.
S.
Another guy that cannot be recasted. Nobody
S.
else can play Deadpool.
JL, we already got
I-
3 S's, so your opinion
if,
doesn't
if
matter.
I had
That's
a
it.
man
Perfect
crush
amount.
on anyone in the world, it would be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
Sure. Okay.
Not me, but yeah, for you.
Not me.
For me, just me.
Not me.
Just me.
Yeah, for you.
I would totally have consensual sex with Ryan Reynolds.
What is consensual mean?
There we go.
Wait, what?
Josh,
What's
you're asking what clips? We just got another one.
Yep.
I like that one. I'm good with that one.
We definitely got a clip. LQ just going. Yeah, not for me, but you. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually was
I
so
can
much
tell you
better.
who's F. I can tell you who's F right now.
Green
based on
Lantern.
the icon. Green fucking Lantern.
My
right
man,
now.
I knew it.
Right
Yep.
now.
Throw him in F.
At the bottom.
Throw him in F.
We use Ryan Reynolds
Throw
as a
him in F.
sandwich here. This whole tier list is a Ryan Reynolds sandwich.
That's a Josh.
We're speaking Josh's language. He's
Yeah.
sandwiching over there at this Ryan Reynolds
my
sandwich.
God.
Wait,
Craig,
I want to keep this train rolling. Green Arrow, F. Put it in F.
yeah, D for me.
I like the first couple seasons for the show.
You took the words out of my mouth. Seasons
First
1 through
couple,
3
they
were pretty
okay,
good.
and then the show went so downhill. As soon as they introduced magic, it was like Deus Ex Machina after Deus Ex Machina.
Okay,
Man, you
same thing
use
with
that
Flash,
word
man.
so much
You
today,
gotta put
JL.
Flash at D right now because the show
I'm
is
cool with that.
dragging
I'm
on.
cool with that too. Both of them are
Alright.
terrible.
I'll put it at D.
I agree.
Also, like, what was their name? Laurel or whatever gets trained in like 3 hours, and all of a sudden is fighting bad guys like choreographed dance. Get the hell out of here!
Yeah,
Jason, you've got to be kidding me. You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
I like Green Arrow.
is F. Green Arrow is
No
Z
one
tier.
dies in Green Arrow show. Like, not a single person dies. They always come back to life.
Yeah,
I like realness, and I like a little bit of grit. Yeah,
like the WB shows are kind of trash, being that they try to cater to like the teenage
Yeah.
crowd.
So
I
where do
would
we
hit Green Arrow and D myself.
D? I'm D as well. John Luke.
F.
Well, you got outvoted, boy.
Oh,
Green
no.
Arrow's in D or T. D or
Never
T.
happened before.
You can put Flash there at D too.
I agree with that.
F. F.
I would put him in like
Flash.
C. I like the Flash.
Bro,
put him in
No, I
C?
don't like the Flash that much, but
when they went
yeah.
to Paradox, like that whole arc, I watched it and stopped because I was so disappointed.
Because
They let me down.
they completely ignore time paradox writing. They just like let it roll.
Yeah, and they went against it.
garbage.
Like they were
It's-
doing weird shit. Like he
Straight
kept going
lazy.
to alternate realities. Like I just watched Iris die in this universe, and then you go to another universe. You're still in love with her somehow. She knows who you are.
Yeah.
Like it's just
It's just they straight up
You know what?
ignored any time.
Flash to F. God damn it.
Yes.
Oh,
Put him at
Flash. F for Flash.
Damn it.
You know what? Just with the convincing, we're gonna overrule. You got 2 Fs. That's gonna be enough. Flash is in the F tier. Another F tier for me. Oh, this is more fun than saying the ones we like. I like hating on them.
That is.
Aquaman can just F off, get out of
And
here.
suck
Like
it?
grown up,
No,
he was
I can't.
always like even in SpongeBob, they like mocked how stupid Aquaman was. Like, you know what I
It
mean?
was
Like
Robot Chicken for me. Like, went in on Aquaman. That was like hilarious.
Like Family Guy too. She's like, come in the water. Come
Dude,
here.
and
Come
I'm gonna
over
be.
here.
There was a contestant on Big Brother. I don't know if any of you guys watch Big Brother, but I'm like obsessed with it. There was a guy on there that looked like Aquaman, like Jason Momoa, exactly. And he was this horrible, racist, narcissistic piece of shit. So I cannot look at Jason Momoa anymore without being like, God, I hate that guy. Like, but I know it's not him. But it's unfortunate that they are literally identical. Like, I just assume they're the same person because they were both on my TV and they both look the same.
That is
Yeah,
as far as I
Aquaman's
can-
an F. Yeah. What the hell is he doing?
I'm putting Aquaman at C because the movie.
C?
No,
I
I haven't even seen the movie actually.
The movie's the best. Like if you
Jason Momoa is cool.
if you take the first Wonder Woman movie and compare it to the
Okay.
Aquaman movie, those are the only 2 movies on the franchise that were actually good. So I got to give him a C for that.
Okay.
They made Aquaman look cool, not like an asshole.
That'd be like making me look cool. That's pretty tough. Craig says this may result in your largest boycott ever.
I really might.
And Jay says agreed. Craig, Elky's the only one who knows.
Put
what he's-
Waterman in C.
C for you.
Waterman.
Okay.
C. Yeah, he can be in C. He can live and breathe.
Aquaman, you're at C. John Luke, you got any S or F tiers you want to throw out there?
Actually, it is kind of breaking.
Yeah, I do. Black Panther's got to be S, right?
Agreed.
Agree.
That's a no-brainer.
You can't
put him in
recast
A.
him either. I think you having not the hold up, man. Can we put Wolverine at S, man? You cannot recast an actor. Not being able to recast an actor counts, man. That counts. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, you have to be at S.
You know what?
Wow, yeah.
You're
I'm
the,
cool
you're
with
the
it.
guest. We'll get some veto
I'm cool
power
with
for
it.
you.
I'm
You
cool
do
with
it.
it.
There's
Huge
nobody else I
veto
can
power.
visually see on screen play Wolverine. Like, it would just be disgusting. Like, I would not be turned on to it. Like, imagine seeing like a trailer right now with Justin Timberlake playing fucking Wolverine right now with the fucking hair and
I bet you if Ryan Reynolds was playing Wolverine, Josh would definitely be turned on to it.
I would have to change my shorts. You know,
Oh,
like
Hold up, is
yeah.
this breaking news?
Z2 says Matt
No,
Weir to
actually.
Buffalo on a 1-year deal. Gross. God, just for everyone. That's awful. Now I'm not drafting any of the Buffalo running backs
it's
even
probably
more than
good
I
for
was not drafting them.
JL, what were you saying right there?
I was to say it's probably good for Breida. He got money, got a job.
Okay.
There you
What
go.
I wanted to say is Breida doesn't scare me that much. I actually have liked Breida in the past as a talent, but you know, a lot of people were worried about them bringing in someone even more serious. So
Like Chris
you know,
Carson or
Chris
something.
Carson.
yeah, James Conner, maybe drafting someone high, and it doesn't maybe look like they're going to do that now, huh?
Nah, I don't think they do. I think honestly it's still RIP Zach Moss season, but
Yeah. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying in terms of Zach Moss and Devin Singletary, their value isn't completely shot yet.
I love
Yeah.
how we're gonna lose all of our subscribers because we've had the best tier. Oh, he just said S tier. I thought you were saying the best tier.
Tim says this is the best S tier you've ever had, but there's still time. He doesn't
still
trust
time.
us not to ruin it. I don't, LQ, on a weekly basis, every single person in the chat threatens to unsubscribe based on our tier lists or our bracket.
And they should because my co-hosts are idiots with their opinions.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, guys. I'm trying to look if there's any other obvious S tiers to me. There's only one more I think I would even consider, but it would
Ant-Man?
probably be more. No, it would be Scarlet Witch.
Ant-Man should be.
Scarlet Witch is badass, unbelievably powerful, and it's just fresh on my mind because of WandaVision. But I would put her up in S tier.
If you read the comics, which you guys said you didn't, but House of M, which is one of the comics, she is unbelievably like powerful. Like I would take her over Jean Grey Phoenix, like 120,000%.
I don't
agree with you putting her in the S or A level.
I don't read the comics too much, but I was like getting a recap while WandaVision was going on. Like I was, reading stuff that from people who had read the comics and like, making the correlations. And yeah, she does seem super badass in the comments. So
like
I think I'm cool with that.
1% of how powerful she is, basically based on the show. So
right,
100% S. I would not want to mess with her ever.
Yep, I'm with S.
We got 3 S's. Josh, you're making a stank face, but it doesn't matter. You got outvoted.
No, but whatever. She's strong. So
okay, Josh, who do you want to?
Who do you want to talk actor? About? I got to give it. She's Olsen.
Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen.
A character I really, really always have enjoyed is Thor. I put him in an A though.
Yeah, I think Thor's probably A tier with Spider-Man, Batman. That's about where I would put him. He's one of the original Avengers. Fat Thor cracked me up. But,
yeah.
Okay,
and I'll probably put him in.
And Ragnarok is my
funny character.
Ragnarok is the only movie I can say I can rewatch. I can't watch.
Yeah. Yep. Ragnarok is.
I don't want to put him at B, but I'll take him in A because he's cool.
I agree.
That's understandable.
I think it's Ragnarok that pushes him up to A for me. That movie kicked ass. I'm gonna say something that might piss people off. Wow, the Captain America movies are some of my favorite movies in the Marvel universe. I think Captain America as a hero is incredibly boring and bland, and I want nothing to do with it.
I'm actually right there with you. The movies are fantastic, Simon, but he's boring. I'm with you guys.
Big Chris Evans head on little man body freaks me out. It's a D.
Oh yeah, it is weird.
Every time I see Chris Evans, I think not another teen movie. That's all I think of. Honestly.
All the Captain America movies are just sequels to not another teen movie.
I think of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh, that's like one of my top 10.
That's so good. The comics on that are good too.
Jay says, LQ, we got to talk comics sometime.
Oh yeah, bro.
The only comics I've read, but I read them pretty religiously, were all the Silver Surfer comics growing up. I'm Silver Surfer obsessed. I hope they do him justice in a movie sometime because the little bit of screen time he got in the one Fantastic Four movie was pitiful. But those are the only comics I've ever read, really. So this is painful to watch. Panel is based everything off the movies and CW, not including comics and cartoon versions. It
I'm
seems.
trying to involve comics, but it doesn't.
He
I'm
is.
so
He is.
sorry.
No criteria, bro. The Booty 81. What's up with the name, my guy?
The booty.
Look,
We are going
80
based off
80
of what we got. Our knowledge is not the best, obviously, but we still have to have strong opinions. That's the rule.
That's the
Okay,
game.
guys, where do you feel about Ant-Man? Where do you feel?
Paul Rudd, legendary. Put him at B. That's where I'm at with it.
I love it. I love it. That's where I would put Ant-Man too. And I was just compared to Ant-Man yesterday. So
Yeah,
Nice.
that was yesterday.
And Julian says Ant-Man C because he's comical. I think the comical moves him up a little bit. It's nice to have that that comic relief. I would agree with B as well.
And it's
Yeah.
like awesome. We get to see Paul Rudd as a superhero.
Yeah,
that's
I feel
pretty
like
fun.
he
That's like
definitely
also
add-
great.
he just adds a great dynamic, and I think
And
like
if we go into powers and all that other stuff, he can become the smallest thing as an atom or the
big.
I was gonna say, like as a superhero, if you're just taking like power stuff, I think he's garbage. But I think just like
I mean, he
sheer
can
Paul
go
Rudd power,
small, go in your ear, and just expand to regular size and destroy.
that
your
is pretty crazy. Yeah, I think little Paul Rudd would be in my ear. It's pretty fun.
It's Sean's birthday, 33rd birthday.
Oh,
I need to get his
no.
birthday discount.
No, LQ. Yeah. Oh.
Are you ready, LQ? We gotta sing.
You know what's about to happen? Yeah, good call, LQ. Hold on.
Oh, and I'm sick too. I'm probably gonna get like a coughing fit halfway through.
Oh God.
Okay,
Gargling with a beer?
Yeah,
count us off.
it's a sour too.
Count us off, JL. Oh, Tim said mute.
Mute.
Yeah, please, yeah, guys, everyone get
All
ready
right.
to mute.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday, dear Sean.
You're the man, Sean.
Jabroni.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
you.
you.
That was for you, Sean.
Man,
Cha cha cha. That was our best one yet, I think.
That was beautiful.
Nice.
Craig says the Ant-Man versus Thanos butt theory was a fun
No,
one.
that was actually real. It should have been a thing.
Was it in the comics? Is that
No. That became so mainstream that people actually thought that was going to be the ending. Like, no, it's not.
Jason,
Yeah, I was like-
thinking I've made a huge
Oh,
mistake.
God,
What
what
have
did
I
I do
done?
here?
John saying, "LO, you guys rock." That was epic. Things, guys. Happy birthday, man.
We've got to get
appreciate
through
it.
these characters,
I
guys.
know. Quick.
Black Widow. I say A.
No.
No.
C.
Her movie that's coming out is about to be useless. Like, she is hot, but
She's
She
just
just
for me
feels.
too.
She
Her
feels
solo
very
movie is about to
useless.
be
and-
She feels perfect.
Yeah. She's
because,
fine.
like, if
I don't
that's the
hate
case,
her, but
Wonder
She's
Woman
not-
has to be on the same level as her as well, then, if we put her at A.
Well, I think Wonder Woman. I was going to put her in A as well. But if you guys want,
yeah, Wonder
Black Widow
Woman's
in
above
A.
Black Widow for me, honestly.
Yeah, for B. Her
B.
movie has substance. She's like a main character. Like, Black Widow, a solo movie doesn't even make sense.
We'll see how
Yeah.
it does, right?
Fights people and tries to convince Bruce Banner to do stuff all the time. That's
Exactly.
So
She's
we got
a-
her in C. Wonder Woman. I'm good with A. LQ.
Wonder
Where you put
Woman.
Wonder Woman?
I
A.
love the movie.
John Luke.
it. A is fine.
I would probably start
Josh-
with B, but let's go A.
Okay. We got Captain Marvel. We got someone in here saying Captain Marvel is F, but you know what? Captain Marvel's powerful as shit, man. Even if you don't like her, Captain Marvel belongs much higher than F. I'm not like S tier, but
D. I'll settle with D. I'll settle with D.
You're thinking letter, huh? Yeah.
I'll settle with D.
Not that I, for me, I don't really have much of an opinion. I'll put C, you know.
C. Yep. C for me.
okay.
Fine.
I'll go C, but I would have probably gone higher, but that's fine by me. Daredevil.
Wow.
I kind of like Daredevil.
Dude,
So
the
this is
Daredevil
weird.
comics were actually pretty badass. Like,
Yeah,
those were
and
fun
the
to
show
read.
was badass, and the show
And
was better than the movie.
The
that
movies
came
were
out.
kind. The
Yeah.
show was definitely better than the movie, but I fucked with the movie as a kid, so
If we put him at B, I kind of like B because
I like. I think B
I like
is right
B.
where he belongs.
B's
yeah.
good.
B's good for Daredevil.
Blind man jumping around doing a bunch of athletic,
And
you
he's a
know,
fucking
gymnastics.
And he's a lawyer. Esquire.
Doctor
Ooh,
Strange.
Strange.
This is interesting.
D.
What? No,
I
He's
like
a B in my mind.
no way.
He doesn't.
I like
something
Benedict
that-
I agree.
Cumberbatch too.
I agree. He's at.
He
a
goes, no
fucking
way.
B.
You know what? I agree.
No, because I just thought of something. He was useless in Infinity War.
Yeah,
He
he
was
just sits there
really
like,
annoying. He
Yep,
was
it's
really
likely
fucking
we're not going to win.
annoying.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Just
C
make
for
a
me. C
portal
for me.
between his arm and cut the glove off.
C for me.
F for me right now. Like thinking more into it.
Cool.
Like God,
Cool.
there's so much he could have done and just didn't do.
Well,
Yeah.
JG said C. He's strange.
He just
He is a
he
strange
always feels like he's a guy who's pretending to be a superhero. Like that's the whole movie. It doesn't feel like he's actually the superhero. It feels like Benedict Cumberbatch is playing dress up.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
And
pissed
he's
off.
playing dress up and he's pretending to be a superhero. So
Yeah, he's
D.
trash. D.
So JL says D. LQ says D.
Even
I
though
was
the
going to
movie
say
was
B,
entertaining.
but we got 3 Ds. Looks like welcome to tier
But I
D.
said C. I was saying C, but
We got 2 Ds, a C and a B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Falcon.
I like the show. I'll say that, but I think
far,
he's
yeah,
a
it's
D
really
as
good.
well. I'll
You
say
think
D.
he's what?
A
D?
D. D.
I would have said
For
C.
now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
could
fall into
change.
you guys
I
here.
just
I
haven't
don't.
seen enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect evaluation. I hope that he gets more badass because
Yeah.
I wish that he was like a little bit more useful in the Avengers and stuff, or
Yeah.
more not useful, but more important. But we haven't
Like
seen it.
on your left was like cool to say, but like
Yeah.
What about
Anthony
the
Mackie's though, but
What about the coolest, most powerful Avenger of all, Hawkeye?
no,
Where are we
F,
putting him?
F.
D.
the fact that he got his solo show, I didn't understand either. He's another Scarlett Johansson type ordeal, so he's
Yeah.
definitely an F. What the?
Just kidding. I was
Yeah,
kidding.
why, I was about to
just
say,
not-
what are you doing?
I was seeing how long it would take someone to react. Schmidt says, I got a feeling Falcon will be A or S tier after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
I like the
we can
show
see-
so far.
the show's awesome so far, but we still got to see.
So the couple guys coming up are kind of surprising. You know.
You know what?
These are
Hulk,
big names.
I love Hulk. I'm going to put Hulk in my personal S tier. I just think as a superhero, it's so much fun. Like
We got
this
bitched out.
dude that gets mad and turns into a giant freaking monster. Like it's like the anti-Wolverine. Like Wolverine's
Yeah.
powers freak me out. Hulk's powers make me like excited.
I think he got
Yeah.
bitched by Thanos. I'm putting him at B.
B, Josh,
B.
I'll put him in A.
John Luke, we got an S, an A, and a B.
I'm B. I think it's weird that he
Okay.
he like figured it out at the end that he could just be Bruce, Mark Ruffalo and the Hulk at the same time. That was just
Comic
weird.
wise, that's what was supposed to happen anyway.
Oh really?
Yeah. And they missed out on the opportunity of Planet Hawk, which could have been a really good movie, a solo movie for Hawk. It never happened. That's the only reason why I'm putting him at B.
You know what? There's that whatever the movie was where him and Thor are in that like
Ragnarok. Yeah.
is that Ragnarok? That
Yeah.
that he's actually I do like his like the actual Hulk character, not the Bruce whenever he's Bruce Banner. Like he does
Yeah.
bring a lot of comedy too.
Exactly. When he's able to limitedly talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is funny. So that's why I gotta give him a B. He doesn't have
Alright.
a solo movie.
So we
I'm
got
with
two
that.
B's, an A, and an S. Where does that make him land? A or
Probably
B?
a B.
Okay,
honestly.
we'll throw him in B. Welcome to B, Hulk.
Right? Two
Julian
Bs.
says the F took so long for Superman and Hulk. Anger issues are one thing, but superpowers is another. We do have Superman. You guys want to go Superman next?
Yeah,
sure.
Superman for me is like a D or a C
Yeah.
because his power's unlimited and he's kind of a boring character. His movies, every single movie sucked.
Because
ever.
of Deus Ex Machina, whoever created the character,
Why
just
do
like
the
completely
movies
ignored
suck so
everything.
much?
Anthony
His
said,
movies sucked.
Yeah.
I felt
I
like
do love Superman. Like
the idea of
his
Superman.
movies do suck.
This movies suck. He
It's-
sucks in
yeah,
shows.
he's a C list for me, I guess.
Suck. He's a D. He only gets a D
Yeah.
because he's powerful.
I'll put
That's it.
C.
Yeah. Deep.
he's D for me as well. I kind of view it like Captain America. Like he's powerful, but I'm just bored. Like
Bored as hell. That's
I'm
lazy.
just
writing.
bored. Man. Anthony
Yeah.
said, I won't unsub, but this list is straight garbage.
No way.
Bring it.
Jay said Superman is F. Julian said
Thank you,
LMAO
Jay.
Superman movie
Yep.
sucked.
Julian
I'm
gets
dead.
it.
Unless he's just disagreeing. Oh, and Anthony said, "Where is Captain Planet S tier?" Sorry, my mother works for the Captain Planet Foundation, so I would be too biased to even put that on here. That just wouldn't be all right. Iron Man.
I'm gonna say it. I'm going to say it. S.
Can't be recast.
S.
Cannot be recast. S. He's either S or A for me. All his movies
I was gonna say S, and I felt a little too self-conscious that I was gonna get torn apart. But now that LQ's in there, I feel like I can do it. S.
full send the S.
Throw him in S, man. I mean, Iron Man beat JL S tier immediately. I'm right there with you, Z2.
And JL wants to know where Scanner Witch is. I don't remember putting Scanner Witch in the.
That's not JL. That's
Oh, I
Tim.
meant same thing. You guys are the same. It doesn't matter.
Where's the Scanner Witch?
Julian says my nieces and nephews love Iron Man, but he is
Hey, you didn't cry when he died.
Yeah, you know what?
And you're not. You're
I'm
not.
a
you're a
human.
robot. Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
a robot.
A for Iron Man.
I go B.
Oh, dude.
But it still looks
on.
like he probably winds up in S, right?
He has to be an S.
Yes, come on, too.
I put him in B. I just after the first Iron Man 2 and 3 sucked, man. They were
What?
so
Yo,
bad.
no way. No way.
Iron
Iron Man
Man-
1 was cool. 2 was like basically you're seeing him do his thing. And
Come on,
3 was
yeah.
really good to me.
It was like when they're first starting out, man. Like Thor, whatever. Like the one with Natalie Portman was terrible, too.
Oh yeah. Thor's first 2 movies are trash. Thor lives off of Ragnarok. That's it.
Yeah.
But his
Thor's first
involvement
movie was
in the
fine.
movies are good.
Swamp said, was it working? Was too busy. I cry. And then Jay says S for Iron Man because he's responsible for the MCU. You are nuts, Simon. And Swamp's agreeing with me, at least on 2 of them, says all the Iron Men are mediocre. And
No
immediately contradicting him, Jay says all 3 Iron Man movies were great.
Yes.
Okay, we got 3 people left. I always want to say Space Lord, but that is not his name. It is
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. I
Star-Lord
googled
is
space. I googled Space Lord. I was like, this is not what I'm looking for. It is Star Lord. So because of that, I'm gonna recuse myself till the end here. What do you guys think? Where does Star Lord go?
F.
I think he's B. I think he belongs there with Paul Rudd.
I would put him in C myself.
No.
He does kind of goof up the whole plan. And
Yeah, that's my main thing. He like ruined everything.
Yeah, it's really stupid. But
He's C for
You're
me.
gun clapping him. You're hitting him in the head with the gun when you could just shoot him in the face if you're really thinking about killing him.
Yeah.
It's lazy writing. Get him out of here. Put him at a D. I'm settling on D.
J Fuse 2 said F, but funny. F
But
for
funny.
funny. So I say D as well. Josh, you said C.
Yeah.
We got a couple D's. We're gonna throw them in D. What about Vision? Julian said Galaxy of the Guardians guy. Oh, I like that remix. Is even more ass, whatever his name is. He's better fighting dinosaurs. We put him down there. Anthony said I had no idea about the Captain Planet Foundation. Nice free plug. Now I'm on the website. Yeah, it's a cool foundation. Actually, they do good work for educating children on environmentalism and things like that. So if you're not aware of it, check it out. And
Nice.
for real, my mom does work for it. So if you want to hook up to meet Captain Planet, I got you. I'm your guy. Okay, we got Vision up next. John Luke, where are you going on this one?
I think he's C.
Yeah. He dies
I don't
too
think.
quick.
Yeah, he does. I
Yeah,
don't feel anything special
he's
about
like,
it.
if he was better, he
robot.
wouldn't have died. I think C works for him.
I'm putting him in an F.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I
Fuck
can
him.
feel it. I
Fuck
can
him.
feel it. He
I don't
has
know.
cool powers. We haven't seen it.
I don't like him. He doesn't do that much. Like,
Didn't do really anything.
get
Like,
him out of here for me. Get him out of here.
yeah, he
He's
doesn't exist anymore.
he's got an Infinity Stone in his head, and we're
Yeah,
gonna.
I feel like,
yeah,
I feel like
I
he
get
should
it.
have been able to do more with the
Yeah.
fact that he had that in his forehead.
He's
Like, I should have.
annoying. He's
F.
annoying to me. He's
Dude,
annoying. He's just annoying.
Like if 5 of those things can just like let you do whatever in the universe, and he had 1/5 of that power, he should be able to not die.
Jay's gonna watch the Don Cheadle. as
He
Captain
died the
Planet.
worst way. He died twice.
Right.
Like, nah, he's an F. He's trash.
Julian says
Go
TV
D
ads
if you
propelled
want.
Vision to A. I put Vision in B. I like Vision, like just from like an entertainment factor. I've enjoyed him and all the stuff he
I
was.
like
in.
the actor, but his usefulness, like,
yeah.
he's like useless. I can do without him in like the big
him that
movies.
much.
In the big
So,
movies.
LQ, you say F. JL, did you also say F? Or no, Josh said
Yeah.
F.
No, I said C.
We got F,
I
F,
think he's
C,
D now.
and B. We'll throw him in D.
D.
If you guys are cool
Got a
with that.
long D list.
Guys, remember when Terrence Howard?
We
was
got a
Brody?
long D today.
Yeah.
Long D.
Who is this
Okay,
next
guys.
person? I don't even know who
Wasp.
that is.
Wasp. No standalone value. No.
Wasp.
F.
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 Man, you guys hating on the Wasp. Her outfit's
Sorry.
cooler than
I mean,
Ant-Man.
her, like she doesn't even have her own movie, right?
No.
Well, she's got
no
Ant-Man
standalone
and the
value.
Wasp.
She only exists because of Ant-Man in the comic, so it's kind well,
Yeah, well, Ant-Man only exists
I'm
because of
lying.
that old man.
yeah. That's
And
why
that
it's
old
lying.
man only exists because
Old man versus Ant
Yeah,
Man.
I can't say
movie.
that. All right, I'll give her a D. I'll be nice.
you'll give her the D. Josh
F.
F JL.
She's annoying in that movie too. I don't even like her in the movie.
Well, I guess she's going down an F. Wasp, welcome to the F tier.
I wish the actor that played in Scott Pilgrim played the Wasp. Weird, random, but
played the which one? The main woman?
The main one, yeah.
We got some
10 Cloverfield.
Yeah.
I rather
be cool. That would have been cool.
She has a lot of range in acting, by the way, but that's another.
I wish Michael Cera would have been in one of the, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
My hell no. He dry humor is great, but I don't think
it would have been fantastic.
Would be good.
Who could he fit in as? I don't.
Yo, that movie with Jack Blackman, Year One? Or
Jack. Oh yeah, that's Year One.
That movie is hilarious.
It's actually kind of funny.
He's got a lot of underrated movies, actually.
And there's another one where he has like a
Michael Cera.
Yeah, he has like a split personality. He's like going through some shit with girl. What is the name of that?
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
No,
Jim Carrey.
It's like got the girl's name. Juno.
Juno.
No, it's not Juno. I gotta look it up.
He wasn't.
No, he is in Juno, right?
No, that's a different.
Yes, he is. That's him in Juno.
Who's the guy that looks kind of like Michael Cera but isn't Michael Cera? And they got a similar vibe.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yes, Jesse Eisenberg. That's exactly. I always mix those two up.
Yes.
There's an emo band based out of Atlanta that has the best name ever. It's Michael Cera Palin. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to this. Yeah, but they kick ass, and their name is Michael Cera Palin. They're pretty funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, the split personality one. What is the name? I feel like I really love that movie.
Schmidt 14 says Michael Cera would be an excellent Hulk.
Oh my god. He kind of would, if anyone.
Can I smash? Am I allowed to smash? Okay.
Do I smash now?
All right, I'm gonna smash.
God damn.
Oh man. Guys, we got a bunch of people naming some people that we snubbed. Powder Toast Man, Quail Man, The Tick. Shazam wasn't on there, but
DC or MCU?
Say that again.
Tick? I don't think he's like DC or MCU, is he?
I don't think so, but I may be wrong.
He's like a Fox TV Kids or Fox Kids TV like show.
So maybe we need to do like a non-Marvel or DC, like throw the Incredibles in there, throw Bolt in there, get the Tick in there.
Robin.
That's
who.
F.
No.
What Robin are you gonna go off of?
Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Not Tim Drake. Jason Todd is badass too.
Youth in Revolt. Is that it? The one with the split personalities?
I'm going based off Robin from Teen Titans Go. That's where I'm going.
Oh, that is unfair. That's unfair.
Craig said, I like John Cena being cast as Peacemaker in the new Suicide Squad. Dr. Chalupa.
Actually, was he?
All Fs and Ds got snubbed, every single one of them. And Anthony says villains would be a sick tier list.
That would
Julian wants us to do Disney Channel original movie rankings. Julian,
Brink.
I would absolutely murder that. I've got some strong opinions on Disney Channel
Smart
original.
House.
Motocrossed is top of S.
Brink.
Oh, it is. It is Youth.
Brink.
Youth in Revolt.
Yeah, I said Brink. Youth in Revolt. Right. That was it. That's a good.
It was
a good
Youth
movie.
in Revolt. Yes.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
That's what it was.
Man, I'm about to go watch that later.
Right?
Anthony wants villains because then we could hear Simon pronounce Thanos wrong for 45 minutes. So I do it one time. And
Maybe we can get Ted Cruz to guess and you two can say it wrong.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I hear his name enough living in Texas. I could. The stream's my reprise from Ted Cruz. Okay, guys. Yeah, LQ, I'm sorry. We kept you overtime, man, but we just couldn't.
This was dope, man.
I appreciate you coming on. We'll have to have you back on again sometime. I know the people watching appreciated it. Multiple people said you were the only one with any taste in this last tier list, but you might have saved us some of our subs from absolutely
I'll give you that.
There we go. Let's go.
Guys, if you do not follow LQ already, everywhere where you can follow him, make sure you go do that right now. LQ, can you go over where all the people can find you again?
Hey, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Tumblr, OnlyFans, Pornhub.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe that's what we're missing out. We should start uploading our fantasy content to a Pornhub account. We would stand out.
New market. It's not saturated, with fantasy content.
It's like that dude. Have you seen the dude on Twitter? It's like he'll or on I forget what it's gonna sound like, but he's this dude, and he'll be like I make 2 cream pies with Mia Khalifa, but he legitimately just makes like pies in the video, like they're like cooking, and he's gotten all these porn stars to do videos with him that like sounds dirty, but he's really just like doing like mundane activities with them, and he's like this wholesome redhead dude. You'll have to look it up. It's really funny. He started like doing them as a joke by himself, and then it took off, and so he was able to get all these like famous people to come do them with him.
That's dope.
Dude's hilarious. Dude's hilarious. Yeah, Jay saying LQ saved the superhero tiers. And Jacob agreeing with Julian. I think about the Disney Channel original movie rankings. So maybe we'll have to get that in here sometime. That might be fun with brackets though. Going head to head with some of those. So we'll see.
That would definitely be a bracket. Yeah, you got can't do that in tiers.
No, that one would be bracket. Jay says your takes suck enough. They belong on Pornhub. Thank you, Jay. I really appreciate that. That's really nice.
Ending on a solid.
I want to know how many days till we get kicked off YouTube. It's gonna happen one of these days.
-1.
-1 day.
I do have something to say real fast.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Erica, give it back. I'm joking. I'm joking. Erica, keep it. Trading makes fantasy fun. Remember that.
There you go.
Now trade me my massage gun.
Yeah, makes things fun, you know?
Oh my God.
Love it.
I digress.
Okay, guys. LQ, thank you again. Josh JL. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have you back on. Come back, do some of our other games with us.
Hell yeah.
But until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.
You.
Peace.